Dear students, in this video we'll be studying about pilot plant consideration of liquid dosage forms. These are the contents of this video. Mainly we'll be focusing on the objectives, liquid dosage forms definition, steps involved in pilot plant for oral liquid. Related to oral liquid, we will be discussing upon general considerations like reporting responsibility, personal requirements, space requirements, review of formula, raw materials, relevant processing equipments, process evaluation, GMP consideration, quality assurance. Then it will be followed by pilot plant scale up for suspension and pilot plant scale up for immersion. Pilot plant is a separate facility available with every pharmaceutical company, always paired with the R&D lab. Nowadays, number of newer products are being developed in the industry and newer technology are coming up in order to modify the existing technology in order to come up with the newer product as to meet with the competition. Several times the industry requires to develop the new products, for which purpose the pilot plant is the most essential requirement. Pilot plant is defined as the part of pharmaceutical industry where a lab scale formula is transformed into a viable product by development of liable practical procedure of manufacturing. The formula which is developed in the laboratory has to be scaled up, because for appropriate scale up from the very small scale formula to the large scale formula, there will be always difficulties faced, and therefore the pilot plant is such a tool with the help of which the scale up problems can be avoided. Scale up means the art of designing a prototype using the data obtained from pilot plant model. In last 25 to 30 years, the pharmaceutical research going on very fast because of the competitions in market, and in order to stand with the competition, the company requires to come up with the newer products, and therefore the researchers are motivated to adopt new processes and technology. Why? Because the existing processes may be giving the product which is not of the desired quality, or it may be difficult for such a product to compete with other products present in the market. In that case, the same product, if it is manufactured by a new process or new technology, maybe that the product will become improvised. Moreover, the cost of the manufacturing can be reduced by adopting a new process or technology. That is the reason why the constant developmental work is carried out in the pharmaceutical company. Scale-up batches are essential for ensuring success in the clinical testing and bioequivalence study. Whenever a company goes for the new drug development or new formulation development, so for the clinical testing and bioequivalence testing purpose, the product samples are required. So the product obtained from the lab scale formula may not be giving us the result which are relevant to the product that is going to be obtained at large scale. So it is better, or it is always preferred, to have the product uh, obtained from the pilot plant, where the intermediate scale process is run. And such a product, if it is used for testing, for clinical testing, as well as for bioequivalence studies, so the results of such samples will not be misleading, will be more realistic. Pilot plant scale up is one of the most important stage in product development. Yes, the product development will not complete unless the pilot plant studies are carried out. These are the objectives of having the pilot plant for liquid orals: to avoid the scale up problems, to identify the critical features of the process. In order to control the process, as to get the product with the desired quality, it is important to identify some of the critical features of the process, so that by monitoring those features, the process can be controlled well as to get the desired quality product. Guidelines for production and process control. So, using the pilot plant process, the guidelines can be developed for the production as well as process control. Evaluation and validation for process and equipment. The process required to manufacture, as well as the equipment wherein the manufacturing is going on. So the evaluation and their validation is very important, as to get the optimized method for getting the desired quality product. Moreover, to provide master manufacturing formula with instructions for manufacturing procedure. Getting the master manufacturing formula is the last objective of any formulation development, because this is the thing which will guide the manufacturing at large scale. So to produce the master manufacturing formula, the trials, running of trials in the pilot plant is very important, and thus this could be a separate objective. Updating the processing equipment. Many times the processing equipments, they are required to be updated, since uh, the technology, the newer technology might be there, and the process using the newer technology may be modified as to get the or as to make that similar operation more economical. Evaluation of time and cost factors. The time and cost factors, these are the basic inputs of any commercial product. So evaluation of the time and cost factor is very important thing, as to make the process more and more economical. This is the Definition of liquid dosage forms. Liquid dosage form is a pharmaceutical product involving a mixture of active drug components and non-drug components in the form in which it is uh, marketed for use. Liquid state form are meant for internal, parenteral or external use. So here the liquids for internal and external use will be discussed in detail, whereas the parental liquids which needs a separate uh, presentation. Liquid orals are available in monophasic and biphasic forms. Monophasic liquid dosage forms are true or colloidal solutions. Water is mainly used as a solvent for majority of monophasic liquid dosage forms. The liquid which consists of two phases are known as biphasic liquids. So steps involved in pilot plant for oral liquids. Reporting steps involved in pilot plant for oral liquids. Reporting responsibility: number one, personal requirements, space requirements, review of formula, raw materials, relevant processing equipments, processing evaluation, GMP consideration, assurance. This is the common layout for liquid oral manufacturing. Starting from raw materials, the next step will be there of weighing and measuring, and these weighed quantities are taken, and basic vehicle used for making the monophasic liquids as well as even the biphasic liquids, the distilled water. So the distilled water and the weighed quantities of the ingredients are taken together and they are mixed well. The mixing is the very important process which determines the entire quality of the product. It is followed by the filling, and next is the packing. Finally, the finished product storage will be there, and from the finished product storage the samples are taken to the quality assurance department. So general considerations, the first one being the reporting responsibilities. This is needed for the administration of pilot plant routine operations. The goal of pilot plant scale is to facilitate the transfer of a product from the laboratory into the production. The formulations continue to provide support to production even after the transition into production has been completed, and there must be good relation between pilot plant and other departments. So in coordination with the other departments, the pilot plant routine functioning is supposed to be conducted. It should be linked to, it should have the free communication with the research team in the R&D lab as well as with the production area, because the facilities available in the production area they must be reviewed time to time as to design the process while carrying out the trials in the pilot plant. And therefore, it is very important to have the communication with these people. Even the people from the engineering section will also be required, and this is important that the reporting should be continuously going on, so that the final process that will be developed will be a perfect one. The second consideration would be personal requirement. As I told you, the personal working in the pilot plant, they should have the theoretic knowledge of pharmaceutics basically, but not only not only having the therapeutic not only having having the theoretical knowledge about the pharmaceutics, but also they should have the practical experience in the liquid oral manufacturing industry. So if we have the person having both kind of experience to his or her credit, so that will be beneficial for working in the pilot plant. Moreover, chemical, physical, biochemical and medical properties of drugs. So for this purpose, the person should have that aptitude to develop the knowledges regarding the chemical, physical, biochemical and medical properties of drugs. It is also required to have the knowledge of computer as well as electronics. So while recruiting the persons for working in the pilot plant, these criteria must be satisfied. Third consideration would be space requirement. While designing the pilot plant for the liquid orals, we have to take into consideration the various departments required to be set up, and accordingly the space availability has to be made, like administration and information processing area. So the office area has to be there, and whatever information or data has been collected, so that needs to be processed. For this purpose, the office, well set office and a dedicated area for the office has to be there. Then the physical testing area, the quality control lab must be set up separately, as meeting all the good laboratory practices. Then the standard pilot plant equipment floor space. So actual manufacturing at the intermediate scale, if it is supposed to be carried out, definitely we need a sufficient space for having the flexible layout for manufacturing of the liquid oral products, and a separate storage area should also be there. So in these pictures we can see, these are the pictures. At the intermediate scale, we can develop such facilities in the pilot plant, so that the process development will be the optimum one. Next consideration is the review of formula. The formula that has been developed in the laboratory, when it is taken in the pilot plant, or when it is brought in the pilot plant for its development, so first of all it has to be evaluated thoroughly. we have to take into consideration the ingredients that are being used in the formula and their functions and the purpose for which they have been taken. They will be serving in the final product. The process of the formula must be thoroughly evaluated. So the examination of formula and the validation of process, these are the very important things which the work on which is carried out in the pilot plant. And therefore under this review of formula in the pilot plant, actually the work is supposed to be carried out. Next consideration is raw materials. One responsibility of pilot plant is the approval and validation of the active ingredient and excipient raw materials used in pharmaceutical products. Using the materials in the laboratory scale formula will be altogether different thing, but when the formula is used to make the product at the intermediate scale, so we have to see the grade of the various raw materials being used or the type of the raw materials being used. One has to think over whether the substitute will be possible. At the same time, the economic factors or economic considerations are there. The quality of the active ingredients needs to be verified. The raw materials for producing the liquid orals will be solvents, preservatives, antioxidants, solubilizers, and organoleptic agents. So during the trial studies, the raw materials are verified, they are reviewed, the quality grades are checked, and once it has been finalized that so and so grade is perfect for the given process, then that grade has to be finalized. Moreover, the supplier of the specific raw material has to be verified, and one must it is also needed to be assured that the supply of the same quality raw material should be maintained when the actual production will be there in future. So accordingly, the suppliers must be identified and must be checked for satisfying the criteria of supplying with the same by maintaining the same quality of the raw materials. Next consideration is the solvent. Basically, the solvent, which is the main ingredient of the liquid orals: water, alcohol, glycerol, polyethylene glycol, propylene glycol. These are the solvents generally used for making the liquid orals. The water, which is a very common and at the large scale for manufacturing of the liquid orals, the quality of water is supposed to be finalized. So this thing actually they are given importance during the trials in pilot plant. Actually, in the laboratory study of the formula, we never consider the quality of water, which in the lab will be using the distilled water or any or such a water. Actually, when we have to think about the large scale process, then the quality of water, the source of water, then the analytical report of the water, these are the important things. And we have to use the purified water USP for the large scale manufacturing. the condition of which is that when evaporated to dryness, it must not yield greater than 0.001% of residues. The purified water is obtained by distillation, ion exchange treatment, reverse osmosis, and other relevant methods. Other consideration will be preservatives. Preservatives are added to prevent the microbial growth. Then preservatives are necessary due to chance of microbial growth in raw materials, processing, containers and equipments, the manufacturing environment, operation, packing materials. For example, benzyl alcohol, chlorocresol, benzoic acid, etc. Having the specific concentration of preservative in the final product is most important for having the purpose solved for which it is actually intended. Otherwise, due to some or the other reason, if the proper concentration of the preservative will not be found in the final product, then the purpose of preservation will not be solved. The preservative must be there with the requisite concentration, not even the less or unnecessary more concentration of the preservative. Antioxidant is another ingredient in the used in the liquid orals, a substance that reduces damage to oxygen, such as that caused by free radicals, which are capable of counteracting the damaging effects of oxidation. For example, ascorbic acid, sodium thiosulfate, sodium metabisulfate. So among the various antioxidants available during the trials of pilot plant or in the pilot plant for a given product, one has to finalize the grade and type of antioxidant. Then the organoleptic agents, which include coloring agent, flavoring agents and sweetening agent. So the grades and quality of these raw materials must be well reviewed, tested and finalized. Relevant processing equipment. This is the important part in the development work at the pilot plant scale. Almost all formulation development work is carried out on small, relatively simple laboratory equipments. When the formula is studied in the laboratory, we are using simple laboratory equipments for getting the product. The equipments that is most economic, the simplest, the most efficient should be selected. Well, when the process is supposed to be developed at large scale, so the pilot plant will help us selecting the proper equipment for the given process development. While selecting, the criteria include most economic. It has to be most economic. It should be simplest one, because the complicated functioning will always pose the problems and will demand a lot of maintenance. So simplest working has to be there, mechanism has to be there. The most efficiency is the most important while selecting equipment. And moreover, it should provide us the ease for cleaning. Liquid pharmaceuticals, processing tanks, kettles, pipes, mills, filter, housing and so forth are most frequently fabricated from stainless steel. Generally, stainless steel is the material of choice used for making of the various equipments for manufacture used for manufacturing of liquid pharmaceuticals. Uh, the equipments mainly are the tanks, kettles, pipes, mills, filter housing, and so on. Ease of cleaning should be considered. This is the most important consideration because the in the large scale manufacturing, it is not that a single kind of product is manufactured all the time or throughout the year. Multiple manufacturing facility or the same facility is being used for manufacturing of the different products at the different times. In that case, the remnants of one of the products in stuck with the piece of equipment that will that is likely to contaminate the subsequent batches being processed in the same plant. And therefore, while selecting the equipment, one must take into consideration that how easily we can clean it. So the ease of cleaning provision must be there. These are the stages of operation: tank selection, mixing, filtration and clarification, transfer, and filling. So as we have reviewed the process of liquid oral manufacturing, uh, the equipment selection part is the important one. The tank selection will be the first one because this is the basic equipment where the large quantity of liquids we have to process. uh, then the active ingredients with the other non-active ingredients, uh, as we have to mix them thoroughly to get the monophase liquid mixture. So the mixing is the important concern, and the equipment used for the mixing purpose must be selected properly according to the size of the tank, according to the shape of the tank. The mixing equipment must be selected as to have the ability to produce sufficient degree of turbulence for the effective mixing. Ultimately, the monophasic liquid must be obtained within the shortest period possible. Thirdly, filtration and clarification. Once the mixing is over, so it will be followed by the filtration and clarification process. In case of the liquid orals, the final product is going to be filled up into the final containers, and the quality of the product will be dependent upon how the product is clear, how much clarity does it have. So whenever we see any bottle, a small bottle of the product, and if we find some contamination or impurity in the product, so definitely the product will create a bad impression, and it is not advisable to be used by the patient. That indicates itself of the bad quality. So clarification is a very important process of any kind of liquid orals. So we have to give a due consideration to the equipment selected for the clarification processes. Maintaining the economy of the operation, at the same time maintaining the speed of the operation, and also the efficiency of the operation. So all consideration we have to make, and accordingly the selection of the equipment is done. Finally, the transfer and filling. Once the product is there in the main mixing tank, so it is required to be the reaction tank, a processing tank, so it is required to be transferred to another tank, and the manufacturing facility should have that sufficient provision for transferring. So in the pilot plant design also, we have to uh, produce such a transferring system or piping system for the effective and efficient transfer of the product from the reaction or from the processing tank to other tank placed at other place, uh, kept at the other place, so that the product from the tank can be taken for filling into the final containers. So next consideration is the process evaluation. As I told you, the mixing is the critical step in the entire process of the liquid oral manufacturing, and the aspects related to the mixing process uh, are mixing speed, mixing time, rate of addition of solvent, solution of drugs, slurries, etc. Then heating and cooling rates, filter size, and filling. So the first two, there is a mixing speed and mixing time. These are related with the mixing state, rate of addition of solvents, solution of drugs, slurries, etc. So this could be before mixing, and the sequence of addition of the various solvents and solution of drugs. This is very important, and one has to properly decide it by carrying out several trials as to come up with the best process giving us the desired product. Then heating and cooling rates. In the processing, in any kind of processing, the heating is necessary, and whenever there is heating, so it has to be decided, it must be decided that at what rate the heating should be carried out. And similarly, if the cooling, the hot thing has to be cooled also, and then the cooling rate is to be decided. Then the filter size, as we discussed in the process of filtration. See, the filter size that according to the clarity required in the product, the filter size we have to decide. Then the filling, there can be several methods of filling, so we'll be discussing them in detail. So it is also an important consideration, and all these features, all these aspects we have to evaluate properly in the pilot plant studies only, and they have to be optimized. Next is the GMP consideration. While designing any process, optimizing the process or validating the process, so the GMP consideration is very important, because any process design without taking into consideration the GMP aspects, then it will be of no use so far as the pharmaceutical manufacturing is concerned. And accordingly, or according to the GMP considerations, we have to comply with the equipment qualification, then process validation, regular process review and revalidation, relevant written SOPs, accurate provision for training of personnel, a well-defined technology transfer system, and orderly arrangement of equipments. So if these GMP considerations are included in the development of the pilot plant or design of the pilot plant, definitely, because the GMP considerations are required also at the large scale. So definitely in the pilot plant design also the GMP considerations must be there. Then only the process that has been developed in the pilot plant will be effectively scaled up without errors, without mistakes, without the chance of failure. The equipment qualification, process validation, these are the part of validation processes. Regular process review and revalidation, this is the part of GMP procedures. Relevant written SOPs for every kind of process, every kind of method. The SOPs must be well written and well displayed, so that the different persons will have no difficulty while carrying out the trials. Adequate provision for training of personnel, since the personnel, they are routinely working. Moreover, routinely new people are coming, and even if they are trained well, if they have some other deficiencies, they may go also. So the coming and going is a regular thing, routine thing, but the regular functioning of the pilot plant should not be changed. It must be consistent, and for this purpose, the adequate provision has to be made for proper training of the personnel, so they will get the scientific training about how to work in the pilot plant. The work in the pilot plant is constantly going on. A well defined technology transfer system. The technology transfer means from the intermediate scale to the large scale, when the process is supposed to be scaled up or transferred, what is known as the technology transfer. An orderly arrangement of equipments. GMP in the under GMP, the due consideration is given for the proper layout of the equipment for any kind of processing. Here, a separate plant or a dedicated pilot plant has to be there for developing the liquid orals formulation. And the orderly arrangement of the equipment is the aspect that ensures the proper layout, so that there will be a smooth flow of the processing material without any difficulty, and will help the process to go smoothly. Assurance is a quality assurance. During the scale up the new product scale up of the new product, the analytical test methods are transferred to the quality department. In order to exercise the quality assurance, the process must be studied in detail. The various critical points of the features that will be affecting the final quality of the product must be identified, and accordingly the samples are supposed to be made and they are to be tested. So we should have the quality assurance procedures for collecting for identifying the critical points in order to monitor the process, and collecting the samples, then sending the samples to the quality assurance department, receiving the reports of the samples, and then continuing the process further after getting the approval of that particular point of in between the process. So this will ensure the process that is going on correctly as per the design, intended design, that will ensure the final quality of the final product. So the next liquid oral is the suspension. Pilot plant scale up for suspension. Let us see the definition of suspension. A pilot plant suspension, a pharmaceutical suspension is a coarse dispersion in which internal phase therapeutically active ingredient is dispersed uniformly throughout the external phase. So this is the manufacturing process: raw material, weighing and measuring, then mixing, then filling, packing, finished product storage, and quality assurance. This kind of the similar layout we have also discussed earlier for the monophasic liquids. Now we are discussing about biphasic liquids, starting with the suspensions. In case of suspensions, there are some important aspects apart from the earlier aspect that we have considered in case of the monophasic solutions. Then the addition and dispersion of suspending agent. The suspending agent is the key ingredient, I will say, not the active but the key ingredient to make the active active drug well suspended in the bulk of the dispersion. On laboratory scale, the addition of suspending agent may be merely involve sprinkling the material into the liquid water, but when production scale batches are involved, it may require to use a vibrating system. When we are adding the suspending agent in a large quantity, mostly suspending agents are polymeric materials. When we are adding it in the large quantity, so it will not get easily wet into the vehicle. It will pose the difficulties for for dispersing, and for this purpose a vibrating system is advisable. So these kinds of problems we do not face when the formula is being worked, is being used for getting the product at the laboratory scale. But in the pilot plant, these problems they come, they stand before, and then we can sort out them by providing the remedies. Here the remedy is to use the vibrating system as to make that suspension to get dispersed easily and quickly. Hydration and wetting of suspending agent, as discussed above. The addition of a material that tends to clump during the process or that is difficult to disperse can also pose problems while handling large volumes. This problem may be resolved by employing some specially designed powder feeding mechanism such as powder eductor. So at a large scale process, the eductor may be required, and the need of the use of eductor, it can be decided during the trials in the pilot plant only. Moreover, if the suspending agent is difficult to disperse, it can be successfully incorporated by making a slurry of suspending agent with a portion of the vehicle. A portion of the vehicle can be used before for making the slurry of the suspending agent, and then instead of adding the powder, we can add slurry in order to avoid the problem of poor dispersibility. The latter facilitates rapid and complete hydration of suspending agent when added to the larger portion of the vehicle. The equipments play a critical role in case of the suspensions. The propeller mixer and turbine mixer. We have the propeller mixers consisting of number of blades, rounded, pitched, 3-blade design that produces mostly axial flow. They are up to 0.5 meters size depending upon the size of the tank, and the rotational speed of the propeller is up to 8000 rpm. So this is the table will give us the comparative information about pedals, turbines and propellers. According the size of the paddles, normally what size range should be there, and the size of the mixing blades will be depending upon the diameter of the tank or processing tank. The uses, paddles are generally used for mixing the viscosity liquids, whereas the turbines, they are used for mixing viscous liquids. Then the propellers are used for mixing heavy suspensions, mixing of thin liquids, dissolution of solids. Then the versator is a kind of equipment which is used at the large scale to avoid air entrapment. Well, the air entrapment problem is never seen at the small sized process in the laboratory, but at large scale we may come across with such a difficulty to have the air entrapment, and will be posing the problem, and therefore the versator is used for eliminating out the entrapped air in the suspended solids. The versator's principle of operation relies on the spreading of thin of aerated liquid on the inside of the rotating versator disc under high vacuum to remove entrapped air, foam and gas. The vacuum is typically 28 to 29 mm of Hg, and the disc speed may range from 1200 rpm. Filling operation. Filling is the important parameter in the transfer of liquids from tank to tank and into containers. The selection of equipment depends upon characteristic of liquids, such as viscosity, type of packaging and surface tension. The product which is going to be filled in the final container, its quality features are very important, particularly the viscosity. If it is highly viscous, we may have to choose a relevant method of filling, like gravimetric. Then where the filling is based upon the specific weight. Volumetric filling is based upon specific volume, and constant volume filling. So according to the type of product, as per its viscosity factor, then also the type of packaging requirement, so we have to select a proper method of filling operation. Then similarly, other biophysics liquid for which the pilot plant design will be discussed here in this presentation, and that is the emulsion. An emulsion is a thermodynamically unstable system consisting of at least two immiscible liquid phases, one of which is dispersed as globules in the other liquid phase, stabilized by a third substance called emulsifying agent. The formulation aspects include the particle size or the globule size, protecting the API, maintaining the appearance and taste or smell masking. Particles, relative particle size. The agents will be the solid particles, droplet particles. Then protecting the API, like protecting the API, for protecting the API, the excipients or the agents that will be used in the formulation, including buffering systems, antioxidants, polymers, etc. Then for maintaining the appearance, colorants, emulsifying agents, penetration enhancers, gelling agents, and for taste and smell masking, sweeteners and flavoring agents. This is the layout for biophysic liquids in the pilot plant layout for biophysic liquids. Then equipment useful equipments include tanks, mixer, homogenizer, and filtration assembly. So the tank selection, as we have discussed earlier, is the important consideration. Material of the tank, it must not be additive to the product. Here, this is the important point, that the material of the tank from which it is made should not be additive. It must not be additive type to the product. Then the shape and size of the equipment must be selected according to the batch size. Basically, the tanks are usually constructed of polished stainless steel of different grades, like 316, which is the preferred grade of SS or stainless steel, to be used for making of the mixing tanks. Teflon and glass line tanks are also used, because if we are using the lower quality grade stainless steel, in that case we may have to use the Teflon coating inside Teflon coating or glass line tank. Then the adequate cleanup procedures we have to develop. The mixers, simple mixing is essential to increase flow of liquids. If the liquid is of high viscosity, high electrical stirrers may be used. Then addition of ingredients in the proper order have vital importance. The order of addition of the various ingredients during the process development is it requires due consideration. By carrying out the trials, we can say finalize the order of addition of the different ingredients. Then at higher viscosities there is a chance of the air entrapment. This is the point one should understand, that if the speed is very high of the propellers, definitely the air entrapment is likely to occur. So the speed must be kept optimum, as to reduce the globule size also, and at the same time should not encourage the air entrapment. Air entrapment can be minimized also by reducing agitator speed by carrying out the mixing procedure in enclosed tank under vacuum. Homogenizer. Suspensions and emulsions require considerable greater shear forces, and therefore the laboratory formulation is difficult to duplicate a large scale. But the pilot plant operation can duplicate the large scale operation. Then the dispersion produced by colloidal mill or an immersion homogenizer, and variety of equipment should be evaluated for better results. Filtration and clarification. In case of the liquid orals, this is the important step as directly related to the quality of the product. Filtration procedure requires careful evaluation to ensure that pilot or scale up will exhibit the same degree of clarity as their laboratory counterparts. During the pilot run, the clarity of the filtrate should be checked periodically in order to establish schedule for changing pads, cakes or cartridges depending on the type of filtration employed. For the different types of filtration equipment used in the manufacturing process, where the recurring maintenance are required, like changing pads, cakes, cartridges, etc. So during the filtration operation, which is going on for a certain period of time, and during that entire period we have to observe the quality of the product or clarity of the product. At any single stage in between, if the clarity gets affected, then we have to check the point at which the need of replacing the pads or replacing the cake removing the cake of the filter, or replacing the cartridges with the newer one. So the time we have to finalize for this, or the frequency of uh, doing this, we have to decide by thoroughly studying process of filtration. In filtration, filter pads are used, which is made up of asbestos and cellulose. Then selection of filtration depends upon the product viscosity, volumes, and rate requirement. So here we do complete the discussion on liquid orals. Thank you.